And in a unique medical procedure, a 32-year-old techie turned musician strummed the guitar even as surgeons performed a brain surgery on him in Bengaluru. Tushar, who is a young musician, had a condition called musician's dystonia, because of which he had cramps in 3 fingers on his left hand. What you see on screen are visuals of what doctors say was burning parts of his brain. The surgeons removed parts of the brain that triggered the abnormal tremors in his muscles. The musician played the guitar to help them locate the troublesome areas. Dr. Sanjeev CC, a senior neurologist who was part of the whole procedure, said that real-time feedback was important to ascertain the exact location of the target to be repaired. Tushar is cured now, and looking at this video, he says he's amazed to see that his fingers improved magically on the operation table itself. Joining us on the broadcast to talk more is my colleague Nishchita Virendra. She's joining in from Bengaluru. Nishchita, this is just unbelievable, amazing footage. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. Describe for us, in a sense, how Tushar is reacting to this visual or video rather of himself playing the guitar even as he's having surgery on his brain.
That's right, Aisha. In fact, it is as mind-blowing to you as it is to the rest of the country, probably. In fact, just a few minutes back, I just interacted with Abhishek, who is the patient in this case, and he said that this problem has persisted for almost 20 months. And after trying every other solution possible, whether it is acupressure, whether it is Botox injections to his hands, or whether it is medicines that are orally consumed, he was finally told by doctors there is no other option but to undergo this surgery. And during the surgery, he will have to play the guitar because they will need immediate feedback on how the patient is reacting. He said that he was extremely scared, apprehensive about it, but the doctors gave him complete confidence that he can do it, and it will be successful.
Right.
A very heartening story, that of a corporate employee who gave up his career to pursue music, but he couldn't because just a few days before he quit his job, his hands started this condition surfaced. And now he's finally happy and ecstatic that he has been cured and has also become a sort of an internet sensation.
I'm so glad you used the word mind-blowing, because it really is quite the visual, Nishchita. But if I can ask you, I'm just trying to figure this out. Isn't he feeling any pain during that surgery? I mean, he's conscious. That means obviously he's not under any sort of anesthesia. What exactly is going on? How come he's not feeling any sort of pain at all while he's being operated on?
Well, it is an extensive procedure that is carried out, Aisha. In fact, there is a frame that is a brace of sorts that is fixed to his head. It is screwed on 4 different sides on his head. And then the doctors have drilled a small 14 mm hole into his brain. They have already identified the problem area through an MRI scan. He went on to tell us that the MRI scan in particular was the toughest part, because he had to be in one position without moving an inch for almost 45 minutes. And they identified the problem area. They had to drill in almost 9 centimeters deep. And he told us that the process of burning parts of his brain that was done during this operation. In the first 2 liaisons, there was absolutely no reaction for him. He couldn't feel any difference, and he could feel his heart thumping in his chest. But as third and fourth, and finally they reached the 6th burn procedure, his hands movement completely returned to normal, and he said that he felt like it was a miracle, and he was part of this miracle that was taking place. All the fear, all the apprehension that had existed within him all these months magically disappeared, because he actually saw immediate results, something that many promise but very few get to witness it in such a manner.
Unbelievable stuff. Nishchita, thanks so much for joining us and, of course, bringing us that story. It really is a modern miracle, if you will, and a medical one at that. We'll leave it at that. Thanks, Nishchita.